out of Philly, AR. Everybody know who he is. Everybody should know who AR is. He's one of the best to ever do it.
Allegheny, we got area, we got 18th Street. We got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. I want to start branching off on the other side. We might take a block on the other side of Broad Street. I might put some work out there. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. And I might cross. We already crossed Pike Street already.
That's who AR is. AR wants to take over everywhere in Philly. Everywhere. He wanted everything to be OBH. But right now, unfortunately, AR said, you know what? I'm not messing with those OBH members no more.
We already down the Butler Street, the Pike Street. We already down the Pike Street now. So we on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. We already played the road. We thinking about going over to 10th Street now. We thinking about crossing Clearfield. Because nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway. Once we get over there, I put work out there. Anybody want to put work out there, they gonna do it. They gonna call everybody's phone and cop out and ask why we doing it.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe button. The notorious AR, one of the best do it out of Philly. You know, up to today's day, nobody can compare to AR.
I allow my man Bronx to quit rap and become a shooter. Like Bronx, I don't even want to rap. Like a big fight back there. Bronx, you ain't gonna rap no more. You just gonna be a shooter, man. Free smoke. I ain't gonna lie, you smell blood, man. My man Bronx scored his first shooting. He's like, all right. He scored his first shooting. He said,
Don't forget AR. He got that 45 years, or was it 44? Imagine that. Imagine 1 year difference.
he put down the fucking notepad and he said, I love the way this shit feel. I just want you.
The only good thing about AR, he has an exit date. He has an out date. It's a long time, but it's still a date.
As you can tell, he had an obsession with telling the world what he was doing in the streets. Why he was doing this, I really can't figure it out, but if there's any psychologists in the comments, please let me know. So now let's jump into the crazy story of OBH. While Ab was at the height of his rap career, he was 100% focused on the expansion of OBH in the streets. He wanted to be the new BMF, except with...
Let's expand. Let's take over. We're the new BMF.
Hiding anything they're doing. His philosophy was that the more people that join along, the better, which really wasn't smart. Instead of hiring specialists like BMF, Ab was willing to take anyone off the streets. And I mean literally anyone. You'll see what I'm talking about. The first person he recruited is a truck driver named Richard Hoover, also known as Boogie. Boogie was kind of like the Milk 7-4 of the North Philly trenches, but instead of sitting on his
They said AR was trying to do everything else but get a job.
he started a trucking company in Las Vegas called Team Transportation LLC. This is what enticed Ab. Boogie could move weight from the West Coast back to Philly. So by 2017, Boogie was working full-time for Ab, moving weight between California and Philly. This quickly became a
AR was a bad man. Don't forget, he wants to do everything else but get a job. But he needed that money, though.
major operation, racking in hundreds of thousands of dollars. With all this weight, Ab needed somewhere to stash it. Ab purchased 4 stash houses in Philly, all under his name.
Oh boy.
But the main stash house was called the Mansion, and this is where all of the OBH members met.
The mansion. Come meet me at the mansion. I'll be at the mansion. Unbelievable.
And discuss business. How I know this? Well, Ab took a picture in front of the house and posted it on Instagram with the caption Trap House. This dude was clearly not scared of rivals or police.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.
But the mansion wasn't his only spot, as he had 3 other luxury apartments located in the Philly area. For example, you have the Treaty penthouses where Ab stayed himself. All of the members were in and out of the 4 properties, moving weight.
They said AR, his wife left him, unfortunately. So unfortunate. I mean, that's what comes along with being in the streets. It's one of those unfortunate things you just have to accept sometimes, you know?
Daily basis. At any given moment, there was at least $500,000 at each property. And with all of this wealth, Ab knew that he couldn't be the only one to
AR was making that money, they said.
protect it. So that's when he recruited a new member that he knew would put in work. This would be a man named Abbas Parker, also known as Skinny Me. Skinny didn't grow up with any OHB members, however his brother was cellmates with Ab in prison. So while Ab was in prison, his cellmate told him to get in touch with his brother.
Imagine wanting to become friends with somebody who you met in jail. Imagine wanting to have a friend. Imagine you want to have another criminal as your friend. Imagine that. It's crazy if you think about it.
He was released. This is because Skinny was a talented rapper and his brother wanted him to get signed. But Ab heard about his stories in the streets and he knew that he was a certified stepper. All of this made him a top candidate for an OBH member. He was
Not only a certified stepper, he was a certified runner. Imagine that. Imagine being a certified runner.
rapper and a stepper at the same time. Skinny was a wild dude in the streets, and his actions would be super unpredictable. And that takes us to September 11th, 2017. It's another Monday in North Philly, and Skinny's hanging out on 22nd and Lehigh. At 2 p.m., he's set to meet with a business associate named Sherman Williams. Allegedly, Sherman is owed money by Skinny and is going over to collect it. Little does Sherman know, Skinny Me is not the kind of guy you do fair business with. Well,
Skinny Me said, I ain't trying to give you no money back. I ain't trying to give you no money back. I'm just talking, that's it.
Paying a traffic ticket downtown, Sherman heads to North Philly to meet with him. At 2:30, he arrives on the corner and removes his helmet to talk. Somehow, the conversation turns into an argument, and Skinny Me loses his cool.
Skinny Me is a bad man.
Skinny instantly runs to his white Jeep and drops his phone in the process. He then hops in the car and speeds off to the...
These individuals love to commit crimes with their cell phones. Imagine that. Where's my cell phone? Where's my cell phone? I'm about to commit a crime. I need it. I need it.
HB Mansion.
Senator Brown says her son, Sherman Williams, was finally on the right track in life.
He was turning himself completely around, and he wasn't dealing with the same people that he was dealing with.
Brown says on Monday, September 11th, Williams was on his way back from paying his parking tickets. She says he called her at about 5 p.m. to check in.
We had a conversation for about 10 minutes.
That was...
They said this is a good reason why Skinny Me got that life. He ain't never coming out. Poor Sherman. Imagine that.
the time she talked to him. About 30 minutes later, the 29-year-old was shot multiple times along 22nd Street between Somerset and Lehigh Streets in North Philadelphia.
From what I can understand, him and some guy had some words. But I don't know what words were so powerful for...
It's one of those things right there. Imagine that. I thought they said words are not supposed to hurt you. But I guess they were wrong. Imagine being wrong.
This person to my son in the back twice.
Williams died less than 2 hours later. The city of Philadelphia is offering up to $20,000 in reward money for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible. All you have to do is call the Citizens Crime Commission at 215-546-TIPS. All calls will remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
When he arrives, he realizes he doesn't have his phone, so he searches the car but can't.
Imagine that. Skinny Me. He went on a crime. He went to do a crime with a cell phone.
Anything. Skinny knew that he messed up, and he was hoping that police would not find the phone. But what he failed to realize is that Philly has cameras everywhere, and the car's plates were on. Because of this, police found that the car was registered to Abdul West at the OHB Mansion address.
ARAB.
Police were excited, and they figured that they had finally got him. So just the next day, the OHB mansion was raided, but when police arrived, no one was home.
Nobody
Very
home.
Unusual for the mansion. During the raid, they found $87,000 in cash and all.
They said ARAB. You know, he was getting things brought from the West Coast to Philly.
Of illicit items. However, in Pennsylvania,
Trafficking.
you can't raid someone for one crime and then use the findings to charge them with something else. So no one was charged for anything, and police were unsure of who did this to Sherman Williams.
Sherman.
However, Skinny's decision still had some serious implications, as the police now knew what ARAB had going on. So after the raid, they began following him and tracking his every move, even allowing him to commit crimes.
Let's get him.
The raid should have been a huge wake-up call for Ab, but he was either slow or he didn't even care about the consequences. It's almost like he took Philadelphia police as a joke.
Imagine that. I mean, does he still take him for a joke? Most likely not. They got him. They got him. They got him. They got Skinny Me. They got a whole lot of these individuals from Chicago, the city of brotherly love. Imagine that. Is it really brotherly love? No. When did it stop? I don't know. Will it ever start back up? Most likely not. I'm just talking, that's it. I don't know a lot. The only thing I do know is crime don't pay, but I see them do it. I see them do it, though. Unbelievable.